The moment I realized I was sacred was the first time I really started growing to group. In high school, I struggled a lot with my mental health, and there were days where I really didn't want to live. But through group, I was able to find value. And sometimes it wasn't even value in myself. It was value in other little things. It was being a good role model, a positive role model for my little brother. It was being able to go to group and share my gift and my baggage for the week. It just really motivated me to live. And I was able to find that spark in myself, like I said earlier, and appreciate my family and the life I do have.
It's actually the point when I actually felt happy. That's when I actually started to feel sacred. Cause for the longest time I was never happy with myself. I was always kind of down, looking down on myself. You're never gonna get anywhere. You're never gonna be anything. But when I finally noticed that I was sacred, I'm like, okay, I can get places. I can do things. I just need to focus and do it the way it should be done.
I don't know. I want to say I understood what being sacred was when I held my daughter in my arms for the first time. But when you've lived traumas, darkness, you sit in darkness, you can be having a perfectly good day. Then you look in the mirror and all you see is your trauma. And all you see is the ugliness, the realities of what you've lived through, or you don't see the high school Miggy no more. It's ugliness, it's hard to look in the mirror. And I would say that I realized I was sacred when my daughter would look at me and tell me she loves me, or to smile, or that joy, that reminder to live. Because sometimes that's hard.
I realized I was sacred after I've made mistakes myself. And although I've made mistakes, I still have people over here trying to motivate me. Believing in me, and at the end of the day, I believed in myself as well, and I just kept one of the biggest goals for me was to finish college, and I felt like I did it, and my goals don't end there. I want to keep going.
When I realized I was sacred, probably my first circle that I joined with Ariel and Yesenia. Learning all the different concepts and teachings and traditions and histories behind Joven Noble and the circle, and myself and my community. I think that was definitely very insightful, and that's when I learned I was sacred.
Yeah, well, Mario did say that during Grupo, and I don't think I realized it at that point what he meant. During Grupo, we learned so much, and at the time that I was in Grupo, I didn't quite understand that a lot of the teachings and a lot of the things that we went over were going to impact me for the long run. I realized that those words meant so much more after I left Grupo, and everybody who I had shared with, everybody who I had talked to still deeply cared about me and my well-being. There's a lot of people who I only shared a couple of stories with, and who shared a couple of stories with me, but at the same time we understood that our goal as a cultura, our goal as the people that were sitting in this circle, was to better each other. And a lot of us gave a lot for each other, in terms of support, in terms of resources, and in terms of just having somebody where you can talk to, somebody who you can ask for advice to.
I think it's hearing those words that made me realize how sacred I am. So whether it was Mario telling me, or the love of my life, or my mom or my sister, I think that in hearing that from someone else, it made me realize that there is something special about me, and it doesn't have to be like a talent. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It's just seeing beauty in who I am and accepting myself and being more open to being myself. And I think that, starting with the circle and hearing that, and all these years later hearing it again, I think it's something that when I hear it, it carries a lot of weight and means a lot. So I think that for me, it's both when I first heard it and when I hear it now, I think it's always a good reminder that for me, to love myself.
Going back to what you said, one time at the retreat, towards the end of the retreat, when we were saying the goodbyes to everyone, one of the elders came up to me and said, I'm sacred, because he sees a hope for the future generation for seeing me being attending there. So he sees hope that more youngsters will come to the retreat and lead the next generation. So that's when I realized it was sacred.
My name is Citlali Yaritza Jimenez Bustos, and I am sacred.
My name is Francisco Mendoza, and I am sacred.
So my name is Gerardo Curiel, and I'm sacred.
My name is Chris, and I'm sacred, and you are sacred.
My name is Jose Ariola, and I am sacred.
My name is Martin Miranda Bustos, and I'm sacred.